Hello and welcome back to another installment of Poke Fodder, where today we finally have information on what is new to come in Pokemon Duel. Version 5.0.6 is on its way in just a few hours, probably after you're watching this. They've changed Ironheart ability. They fixed a bug where it prevented a gold attack was spun from the effect of Dazzling Gleam attack. Soulheart fixed a bug in which the damage adding effect of Soulheart ability would trigger even when a friendly Pokemon's knockout was prevented by the effects such as Disguise. If you remember, if you had Mimikyu on the board and Magearna, and Mimikyu got attacked and lost the first roll, it doesn't get knocked out, but Magearna would still get the +3 from that. They fixed that. Slippery fixed the bug in which the game would not acknowledge a figure as being on the goal point if it moved there via Slippery ability. If you're on the goal, you're on the goal. That's a win. I think that has to do with Lotad, if I'm not mistaken. Fusion Bolt, Fusion Flare fixed a bug in which the figure exclusion effect of Fusion Bolt and Fusion Flare would not trigger if Reshiram or Zekrom was knocked out by attacks with direct knockout effects such as Destiny Bond and Shock Blast. So I guess now, if you roll Destiny Bond, you're still going to get banished. One of the better improvements and fixes was the Dark Energy. I just kind of always thought that Dark Energy counteracted or turned off Phantom Energy. It turns out that was a bug. They've gone ahead and fixed that. Rapid Evolution and Trainee. If a figure has a special condition inflicted on it by an attack from a battle opponent, and it evolves from the effects of the Rapid Evolution ability or the Trainee ability, the newly appearing figure will no longer also have those special conditions. The only one that I remember this being an issue on was Magikarp into Gyarados. Gyarados would evolve with the status condition. More issues with Magearna Floor Cannon. The effects of the Floor Cannon attack now trigger after the effects of abilities which inflict special conditions on the battle opponent, such as the Poison Touch ability. I guess before, if Magearna attacked Toad and rolled the 120 move, the 120 move sets it to its original form, however you want to read that, back to its starting form. But it would be poisoned. Now it's no longer poisoned, which kind of negates Steel Energy just a little bit. And probably the best fix was they fixed the X-Plate speed. The X-Speed plate no longer changes non-damaging white attacks into gold attacks. Thank you. Not sure how that one got through quality control in the first place. And we finally have the buffs that everybody has been waiting for, because we have... Wait, that says Drapion. Well, Drapion was raised from 1 MP to 2 MP. They're claiming it's an excellent figure. I'm not sure that I've ever heard anybody mention Drapion as an excellent figure. Okay. However, since it had 1 MP, it was difficult to justify choosing it as an evolution from Skorupi. Well, that's kind of because nobody's running Skorupi either. By giving it 2 MP, Drapion should be able to shine not only as an evolution, but as a standalone figure. Well, first things first, you're going to have to evolve Skorupi, which is not easy to do, even though it does confuse psychic types. And Drapion might be decent in a poison deck, because it can poison figures like 2 steps away, I believe. Other than that, I still don't, other than like poison decks, or if we're about to have another poison gym, I don't see people running Drapion. It might replace one of the Toads, who knows. People were screaming out for that Arbok buff, and they added Shed Skin ability, which is the same thing that Dragonair has, where if you have a status effect, you can activate the ability Shed Skin, and you no longer have a status effect on your Pokemon, and that'll end your turn. They raised its attack to 50, and Sviper added Rapid Approach ability, increased the wheel piece size of Toxic Fluid, increased the wheel piece size of Poison Tail, and then they lowered the 10 attacks, which the funny part of all this, these changes should greatly increase this figure's chance of winning against its eternal rival Zangoose. The problem is Zangoose can't be affected by poison or noxious. So there's that. And I guess Zangoose has a blue attack. So those are all the buffs that you're going to get, which just screams for another poison gym. I hope you guys aren't tired of the 3 poison gyms we've had in the past like 4 months, because you're getting another one, it would appear. Enough of that. I've got a booster that is actually ready to go, so let's open this Goldilocks and see what we get. We get a rare, a Hariyama, a Duosion, an Ingot Common, and a rare cube. Rare cubes are always nice. And I'm just going to jump in. I've really been struggling with wanting to play fun decks. I want a signature figure, and it might be Malmar. I really do like Malmar, but I just can't pull the trigger to make that a signature. But I really do want a signature figure where, like, if you look at Giggity Gaming, he's always running Virizion. Never mind that Virizion has like a 4%, less than a 4% chance to beat Lunala, and it can't move Lunala, and it can't move Mega Gengar, and it can't move Leo off of goals with Typhoon Slash. But those aren't always on goal. But that's like his signature figure. I want a signature figure, and I don't want it to be something that everybody runs. And all that being said, I'm running like the most meta deck that you can put together, because in my attempts to find a signature figure, I lose and I lose and I lose. And I think that, let me see what my opponent's running here, because I see 2 megas. Okay. I think that what part of the issue is I'm trying too many signature figures in a deck. So I like Magearna. I think Magearna is a really cool figure. But I can't run Magearna and Malmar in the same deck. That just doesn't work. So then I'm stuck with a bunch of figures that I want to be a signature figure, and it just doesn't work. I need to find like a meta type deck. Like my Nebby deck was kind of a signature thing, because nobody was running it at the time, but people run, I see Nebby fairly frequently, so it's not really a deal anymore. What do I want to do about this? I don't even know. So terrible at setting up matchups lately. Well, anytime you can knock out Lunala, I'm just going to go ahead and say take the opportunity to knock out the Lunala. No need to respin there. I've got to, never mind. I would like to hold my Leo off the board until after he does his Mega Blastoise, which he already triggered his Mega Blastoise. As long as he doesn't sweep my, oh my gosh. Carlos S. I feel bad for you, man. That was a feels bad moment. Let's see if I can take advantage, and yeah, we're just going to go ahead, and that is going to be one of the easiest victories you will see. Carlos, got a couple bad rolls, shouldn't have left your goal unprotected, and attacked into Tapu Koko. But I think maybe that lesson was learned, and I will definitely take a black booster off of that. I did have $1 million ingots. I no longer have 1,000,000 ingots because I powered up my Magirna. So what I want to do, let me know in the comments. That's what we'll do. I thought I said take. Let me know in the comments between, or who do you think should be my signature figure? I'm actually going to take this exact same deck right here, and I'm trying to think of who do I want to replace with Malmar. I'm gonna say that, man, I really like my Leo, but if I do that, that frees up a plate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna display, we'll go dark. We will put Inkay to Malmar. And then, because I don't need Steel Energy anymore, I'm going to do a Giggity Gaming Solid here. We're going to put Counterattack. Not the best plate, since I don't have a lot of, and actually that's kind of a terrible idea. Let me edit my plates, and I don't want Counterattack, and in fact I want Scoop Up. Much better fit for this deck. But yeah, I'm interested to hear what you think. And, you know, it could change it depending on what the new banner brings. What I hope they don't do is I hope they don't release, like they've done, Banner A, Banner B, and then a couple weeks later, Banner C, Banner D. I hope we don't get banners A, B, C, and D all at one time because there's only 2 weeks left in the month. Can you believe that? There's only 2 weeks left in January. That is nuts. But that's going to make it, that is going to be really bad for business if they release 4 banners at one time. And I don't even care if Banner A and Banner B have new figures and Banner C and Banner D have older figures and UX. That's just going to be bad for business if they do that. I kind of looked at my opponent's figures, but not close, and I don't like really what I see. I'm still waiting, and I'm running the chicken. My chicken, he has 1 chain level. It's level 5. It's not even level 10, but it needs to be nerfed. That is a change that I would have liked to have seen over an Arbok change. There's no reason for a Thunder Chicken or a Rubber Chicken to have 3-star Cyclone Kick. You call it something different and make it 2 stars. It's too strong for a rare. I have the feeling, I think the phrase goes, I have the feeling by and by, but I'll take my DOA and front him up against Coco. The reason being, because I foresaw, now let me look to see real quick. Everybody's Mega Gengar has chain levels. So he is chain level 1. What do we have that can combat that? We're going to put Rubber Chicken out here. The reason being is my Cyclone Kick knocks him out. If he knocks me out and I roll white, then he has Wait 4, and that effectively wastes the rest of his Mega Evolution. And what do we want to do here? I guess we will take... That was a bad play. No, I had to do that. Never mind. That was a good play. And the reason why I took DOA out to begin with is because DOA has a nice matchup against Tapu Koko. No, we're not going to respin that. I'm hoping I roll my white and get knocked out. Alternatively, putting him to sleep would have been nice as well. I will. No, that's cool. I can live with that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply forward pressure on Mr. Shaker here, or Shaker, Mr. Shaker here. I'm going to put forward pressure on in an effort to hopefully end his Mega Gengar evolution. Hide works for me. And you know what? I'm gonna put the game on the line. I'm going to force him to react to this, which Tapu Koko is cool, because then I'm gonna take over his entry point, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably going to move my DOA over here to shut down his rubber chicken. He's going to take his rubber chicken into my Malmar, my Inkay once again, sleeping him. That was unfortunate. But not to be unexpected. I'm actually going to push forward yet again with DOA. If he wants to move down here, which he doesn't, let's see if DO can survive. I'm going to need you to re-roll that. Hope for gold or miss. Nope. Not a big deal. All these attacks are taking place on his side of the board, so I'm okay. That is not going to be a good matchup for me. So we're going to go over here and attempt to knock out his Gengar, which wasn't going to happen. And if he wants to press down with his Terrakion, got two options. I could attack. I'll probably double chance Combuskin into him. What are we going to do? I see. Okay, I'm going to press up with Sceptile because Sceptile can knock out Blaziken. And then I'm going to go over here and try to get rid of this blasted Gengar. Just don't want him sitting on my entry point all game. I will probably lose my rubber chicken here. And I'm okay with that because then that means I'm going to get Malmar out on the board. Interesting. What is going to happen, though, is I need to get my Lunala away. And I do have, gosh, I hope I have Gold Block. I do. I have Gold Block. So I can afford to be more aggressive here. Since he did that, I'm just going to go ahead and take over his entry point. I'm not going to use my Max Revive because I'm about to get my Thunder Chicken knocked out here. So I'm just going to go ahead and sacrifice. I can't even sacrifice him. That's not a good matchup for me right there. Let's go for this one. I might get Cyclone kicked, or I might roll Quick Attack and take him out. That was the best case scenario. And it opens the door. If I don't get knocked out by Terrakion here, which looks like I'm not, just going to keep going after his goal. That was unfortunate. We both rolled blues. It is still possible to knock out. Yes, we're definitely going to take that. And I feel like I'm being pretty smart with my max revive because I'm not gaining any kind of an advantage right now by triggering my max revive, because I know that my rubber chicken is going to be knocked out soon. And then when it does, then I can trigger my max revive. Well, I'm not going to let you just walk up to Tapu Koko like that. So we're going to close off that door. Hopefully I'll roll white and give him weight 4. That would be most ideal. Ooh. And I do see one issue with running Malmar in a deck that has Tapu Koko, and that's the fact that I'm kind of counteracting my own. I guess I have Scoop Up. I could have scooped up my rubber chicken. Ah, oh, that sucks. Man, have a clean shot at Grovyle like that. I just don't know that it's worth to scoop up my rubber chicken here and then just have him paralyzed again. Okay, so if we'd have done that last turn, I believe that would have been good game because he couldn't have done anything about it. I think I'm just gonna keep going after his goal here. I'm going to X speed into Blaziken. I've got Lunala there. My goal is not in any immediate danger. Let's see what happens. As long as he doesn't roll Cyclone Kick, I've got a chance. I guess he could have rolled Cyclone Kick and I still would have had a chance. And unfortunately, we get the push. I got the roll I wanted. So now, what do I do here? I could just attack again, but I'm not. I'm just going to take my Malmar and run it up the lane since he doesn't have his Koko out. What do we do here? Okay, I'm going to go up here. He's going to status my Lunala, and I'm okay with that because then it's going to status his Blaziken as well. And that's fine. I can live with that trade-off because then I'm also going to take over his entry point. And he's going to surround my Lunala, but my Lunala is status, so it's not strong at this point anyways. And I feel like that was a pretty good trade-off. Yeah. I am okay with that trade-off right there. That was good. Now he's left with a status figure. If I can just get my rubber chicken off the board via KO or off the board via evolution, then I can trigger my Then I can trigger my max revive, and I'm going to have a solid board here with one of his entry points. So I will take. I would prefer him not to do the attacking. I mean, this guy just rolls Thunder Charge non-stop. He's rolled it way too many times for it to be a 1 in 5 chance. I'd rather him not go after my Malmar. I can deal with that. So what I'm going to do is we will max revive Lunala, bring him out. And I need my opponent Zapdos to stop rolling Thunder Charge at this point. Like, I get it. You can electrocute my Pokemon. Now stop. And go here. My guess is he's going to backtrack with Zapdos. No? Okay. Another Thunder Charge. That is crazy. We're going to try to not slip here. Perfect. Nope. We are good to go. Man. That Zapdos was on fire for not rolling gold. I'm sure my opponent wanted it to roll gold. And it wasn't. Half my wheel is a miss. What does he have? All he has left is an X attack. I'm just going to step up in front of him. He might move his Tapu Koko down here somewhere. Over here. No. Okay. In that case, I think I can just knock him out. And then my next play will be to take over his entry point. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. Oh, perfect. Yep. Your Terrakion is going to get to stay alive because I'm not going to drop down with Malmar. And his Terrakion doesn't have a great matchup, but let's see what happens here. It'd be awesome to be able to sleep his Pokemon. We will move Koko here, which is going to force him to back off with Terrakion, which he does. Oh, okay. Perfect. I love it. So now I'm going to go here with my Koko, because if he wants to come out with Blaziken and wake him, oh, now I can surround his Blaziken if I survive. And we both survive. I'm going to wake up his Terrakion, but that's okay because I'm in prime position now. He has no Go Block. His only option is that. Which I roll a natural miss. I am going to try to take him out here. No slipping. Come on, protect. Well, the good news is Terrakion doesn't have any kind of a matchup versus Lunala. So he's going to have to attack Malmar. And my Malmar can actually knock out Terrakion by re-rolling the 83 and getting plus 50. Which doesn't even really matter at this point because man, oh man. Well, here we go. At this point, it's time to throw caution to the wind and just go for the win, the victory. Lunala, I need a good roll out of you, bro. That's good enough. Just don't get he's probably going to go Zapdos. Zapdos, you can roll your purple now. You have my permission. As if he wanted my permission or needed it. Roost is even better. So that is going to be the victory for Team Blue. So there you go. it's been a while, but put in the comments, what do you want my signature figure to be? Malmar? Magearna? Something else that I'm not thinking of? And then also let me know, what do you think of the buffs? Is it like, why bother? Why waste your time? Or are you excited about them? That's what I want to know. And tomorrow, we'll check out some new stuff. So until next time.